What's going on, guys? It's Dane here. Welcome back to another video, guys. And today I am just gonna let it all out, let everything out from tagged or toten. The biggest problem that I have with the map, and I usually do this whenever a major DLC drops. For example, back in Chronicles, I actually made a video about the biggest thing I hate. That video did pretty well. I mentioned what I hate about Black Ops 4 Zombies in general. That video did super well. There was a continuous cycle that happened in BO3. BO3, the events of Black Ops 3 happens billions and trillions and quadrillions of times. There's never an end. BO3 will always happen. We'll always go to Revelations. We will always go to Dr. Monty. He'll always say, well, I'll send you off. And then he sends us to the Great War, and that's it. And that happens for eternity. That literally happens for eternity, not trolling. So BO4 was the other part, the other side, where we actually get an end. Essentially in Zetsubo no Shima, if you guys don't remember, because Zetsubo was a really shitty map, but honestly was a much better map than most of the BO4 maps. But in Zetsubo no Shima, at the end of the Easter egg, Richtofen says that he had a plan for everybody, and it's the insurance plan. And then they teleport somewhere, and they come back with blood vials all over them on Gorod Krovi. So where did they go? Most of you guys know this by now, but basically, they went to Mob of the Dead, and they teleported right to the lab. They got blood vials from the Victus crew, which means that they couldn't die because they're not supposed to exist, and that's why they're frozen in the tubes. So yeah, most of you guys already know that, but in Blood of the Dead, they don't teleport straight to the lab. They teleport behind a painting that doesn't lead to the laboratory, and then they have to find it. That's the first sign that the cycle is broken. The second sign was when the other Richtofen told Richtofen, yo, read the Chronorium, you're gonna have to die. If you guys still don't understand why Richtofen had to die in Blood of the Dead, I'll quickly say it. Basically, they were trapped at Blood of the Dead, and they had to release everyone's soul. But if you guys remember at the end of the cutscene, they teleported away in 4 115 teleporters, like those little things. So the only way those can be, there has to be 115 involved in order for those things to pop up and appear and be powered. The machine, the dark mechanism that Richtofen had to ultimately sacrifice himself in, Richtofen's blood is filled with 115. I mean, it's just filled with it. I mean, I would bet his entire body is just 115 in terms of blood. So his blood was enough to power those 4 teleporters, those 4 portals, for them to all leave. That's when he, post-Rev Richtofen, gave Nikolai the Chronorium. If you guys don't understand why post-Rev Richtofen is there, it's actually also common knowledge now. Essentially, in the Great War, this is also why we didn't fight in the Great War in Call of the Dead. This is another reason why. The reason why we didn't fight in the Great War in Call of the Dead was because of budget cuts, but also because in the Great War, the same thing happens. Boom, we come back from Revelations, we're bang, 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 fighting the Great War. But there's a guy named Pablo. His name is Hermit in Call of the Dead, or Tagged or Toten, rather. But his name is Pablo. Pablo has a very special role in this and how he saves us. He literally saves us. He goes back to the Great War at the end of Tagged or Toten to save us. What he does is he goes to Richtofen, which is funny because Richtofen in a previous life was actually tormenting him and is the reason he thought he died. But anyway, he goes to Richtofen and he saves Richtofen by protecting him from the undead, and Richtofen teleports away. He teleports to Blood of the Dead as post-Red Richtofen to give Nikolai the Chronorium, because ultimately Richtofen always talked about a plan that he couldn't go through with. He always wanted to save everybody. He always wanted to save the crew. But unfortunately, the zombies crew, Primus, Ultimus, and Victus, are string and tape that keeps the universe together. Without any of them, it doesn't exist with the universe. So ultimately, Richtofen couldn't do it, which was kill everybody, including himself, apart from the children. And unfortunately, all the children actually end up dying as well in the summoning key, apart from Nikolai's child, obviously, since he was still innocent. But yeah, kind of sad. But going back to the original point of the video, because I kind of got off topic, I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed. Dr. Monty was this guy that he was good in BO3, but we had our suspicions, and in BO4 it was very obvious it was very obvious in BO4 that he was the antagonist of zombies. You could argue he was the antagonist. I don't think he was, but some people are calling him that. For the video, we'll call him that. Sure, he was the antagonist. He was the mean guy, the bad dude. I mean, he even killed Maxis and Alpha Omega when he realized we were breaking the cycle. When he realized that all the crew was breaking the cycle, he tried to kill Maxis and the children. Maxis sent the children off and killed himself, unfortunately. So, you know. But if Monty, because if you guys don't understand what we're doing in Tag Toten, we are trying to destroy the Dark Ether and destroy everything. Not the Dark Ether, sorry. We're just trying to destroy the Ether, the Infinite, everything. I mean, literally at the end of the cutscene, everything just disappears because everything gets destroyed and then they kill themselves. And it's a new cycle. The children can now live on and get adopted. And then the adopters are going to be like, yo, where'd your parents go? And then Sam will be like, oh, we got eaten by an apothecon. My bad. And then they get sent to a psych ward. But if Monty was to go through the struggle of killing Maxis and trying to attempt to kill two very innocent children, where was he in Tag Toten? Because the whole point of us destroying the Infinite, the Ether, all that means Monty will no longer exist. See, Monty isn't really a bad guy. He just wanted to survive, just like me and you. And the only way he could do that is by keeping the loop continuous, keeping the loop to keep going. But without the loop, he's dead. Without the Infinite, the Ether, he's gonna die. So how come he's not in Tag Toten to stop us? Or at least in the cutscene to stop us? Like, there's nothing there. Apparently, it was because Treyarch had budget cuts. As you guys know, if you guys want to know why the cutscenes are so garbage in Alpha Omega and in Tag Toten, it's because of Chaos. Pretty much because of Chaos story, yeah. Yeah, Treyarch didn't make that much money from the Chaos storyline, so they had budget cuts. And there's other reasons why they had budget cuts, but we don't know everything. I can't tell you guys everything because I don't work for the company, but budget cuts is the reason. And apparently, they couldn't afford the voice actor for Dr. Monty, and that's why he's not in the map. But I just don't agree with that. I don't see why that is a plausible... Like, that's plausible, but that's really goddamn annoying. Like, we are literally getting screwed over right so hard in this Ether map. I mean seriously, I don't get it. It's like 11 years just to play as the transit crew, just to have a shitty cutscene, just to have Monty not have enough money. Like, Monty, why didn't you just do it for free, bro? I'm just kidding. Like, I get why you didn't do it for free. The point of what I'm saying is, this is a really shitty ending to a really awesome story in terms of the budget cuts. But the actual ending itself, it's almost been a week since it happened, and I can say it was a good ending. I think it was a good ending. I think that ending to Zombies was really, really good. The burden that Richtofen couldn't bear of killing everybody and killing the Ether, Nikolai had to do it for him. And the way they did it was fucking beautiful, man. However, I don't like a lot of YouTubers are making Zombies the movie for BO4, and it's just sad to watch the Blood of the Dead and Classified cutscenes, and then watch Alpha Omega and Tag. I mean, they're just, the animation style of moving 2D shapes is fucking shit, man. It's just shit. So anyways, guys, the biggest problem in my opinion with Tag Toten is the fact that Dr. Monty's not there. I just had to let that out. What is your guys' opinion on the Tag Toten ending? I haven't made a video since my reaction because I'm honestly sad that Zombies is over. I mean, my channel was already kind of dying, but like Zombies was like, you know, I've branched out to other games and vlogs and stuff, and Zombies was never the one thing that my channel was. But I mean, Zombies was so much of my channel, man. If you go through my most popular videos, out of 100 of my most popular videos, 3 of them will be Fortnite, 3 of them will be vlogs, 90 of them will be Zombies. I mean, that's just how it is. Because Zombies used to have a community. This community has died. Just like the team apparently has died for making it. Look, some people want, because if you guys don't know, Black Ops 5 comes out in 2020, and some people want the Ether storyline to be rebooted, have real cutscenes for the end, blah, blah, blah. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want Ether, that part of Ether, to be done and over with. I think it's time that we can play as Samantha and Eddie and see how they grow up. Or maybe even have Samantha and Eddie and then another crew of 4, and we see how they grow up. I think it's time. If they're going to keep with the Ether, we see what happens with Sam and Eddie. Otherwise, I just don't. I don't know why they'd reboot it. They literally can't reboot it. They literally said that Tag Toten was the epic conclusion, which pissed me off, by the way. I really didn't like that they said it was the epic conclusion. You know what I mean? They didn't do that for Rev, but Revelations was the epic conclusion. So, I don't know. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like. I'm sick right now. I've been sick for like a week and a half. So, making videos has been tough. But hopefully I'll get back into the swing of things when I feel better. I mean, my throat is legit killing me. So, I'm gonna have to end it there. I hope you guys have enjoyed my rant. I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm not getting rid of the cuss words. Like I just wanted to go off this video. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Peace out.